Welcome to another episode of Millennial Investing Explained. Here's today's question. So I want to start this episode by talking about the very first step you have to take in your investing journey, and that is opening a brokerage account. The first thing you have to do is determine which brokerage you want to open an account at. You shouldn't have a problem finding various to choose from. If you just Google online discount brokers, you should find plenty to choose from. But what you want to do is you want to do a little bit of research into these brokerages and specifically look for trading commissions and minimum account balances, as these are the two biggest factors I recommend looking for when you're a new investor. When you start investing, you want to make sure that your commissions when you buy and sell stock isn't too high. And this is just a fee that the brokerage takes for facilitating your trades. So what this means is when you buy a stock of a company, they're going to charge you a fee up front, and then when you sell the stock, you're going to pay another fee. Usually you can get these for around $4.95 or about $5 these days, which doesn't seem like a lot, but when you consider it on both ends, that's $10 per full trade. That amount adds up quickly, and if you're trading a small balance, that can significantly hurt your returns. Say you're starting with a $1,000 balance, and you make one full trade and you spend $10 in commissions. That might not sound like a lot, but that's 1% right there already of your total balance that you're losing just on commissions. And if you trade multiple times, that 1% starts to add up and it can really hurt your returns. So I highly recommend looking for the lowest commissions fees that you can find when you're deciding your brokerage. And you'll also want to look for low minimum balances. If you're a new investor, you likely don't have a ton of money to invest. So you want to make sure that you're not going to get charged any fees for having an account at that brokerage just because you don't have a high balance. There are a lot of brokerages that have really cheap or even free trades that have no minimum account balances. I personally like to use Robinhood. They have free trades, no minimum account balances.
I think you bring up a really good point, and you bring up the point about an online discount broker, and that's more or less all that we're going to talk about. Like when we on this show talk about buying stocks, we are talking about buying stocks through an online discount broker. Because essentially, there's no extra value gain from buying your Apple stocks or whatnot through your bank, just because they might be charging $20 for a trade or $30 for a trade or whatnot. There's no extra value. It's not like those Apple shares would be worth more. So it's all about being cost efficient, which is why we're using this online discount broker. So you're not calling another person on the other line, someone who works at the bank to do that for you. That is the reason why it's more costly. You're going to pay that guy a salary. And it's a lot easier than we might make it sound here. It's just a few clicks, really.
We have a guide on the TIP website under the TIP Academy with recommendations and more information on some of the most popular brokers and some other investment tools that you can check out. I'll be sure to put a link to that in the show notes. That's all for this episode of Millennial Investing Explained. Be sure to follow me on Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook, or subscribe to our YouTube channel to get even more free content.